Hello to my Geminis. All right, Geminis, let's get right into it. Let's see what is going on in your spread of cards. All right, don't forget to recall your energy, every exchange that you have, Geminis, right? You don't want to leave fragments of yourself out in the universe. We're getting closer and closer to the full moon. The Lion's Gate portal is still open. It'll be open until the 12th of August, okay? So, it's an opportunity for you to manifest some things that you've been praying for. So keep your vibrations high. I will tell you what I see in the cards. It's up to you to vibrate high. It's up to you to vibrate high. I'll just tell you what I see. And that's it. So what is happening with Gemini right now, Source? What's happening with Gemini right now? What is happening with my Geminis right now? What's happening with my Geminis? All right. All right. So we have somebody could just kind of sort of be at a, you have an innate spiritual understanding of some things, of just kind of sort of the material world of like an organization. Like somebody feels like either you or somebody you're connected to doesn't believe anything unless they actually physically see something. They don't believe, they're just going to stay put unless they physically see something. So somebody has an innate spiritual understanding of things, of how things work. So let's see here. Somebody could be, somebody you're connected to could be very stubborn, right? Very, very stubborn. So is there a problem that Gemini is facing? Any obstacles? Something came out in reverse. Yeah, somebody's not getting a message. Somebody's not getting a message. Yeah. Somebody says, okay, that'll happen when pigs fly through the sky. Somebody's just not getting a message. They refuse to get any kind of a message. So whoever this is, somebody is just very stubborn. Somebody, that's the obstacle that's in your way. It's like you're trying to give someone a message that who is very stubborn. Like you're basically like, but something with you kind of going along with the flow is almost too watered down. Something you going along with the flow is like, okay, well, I guess I'm not really sure. It's almost sending indecisive messages. Because a younger person has to do with something where a younger person is involved in something. And somebody's like, okay, somebody's love runs so deep. You know, somebody's almost like, yeah, something will happen when pigs fly. Because basically something has been going on for so long that something has built up, like for so long. Somebody can't see, you know, how something could just... When we talk about earth and water, like how something could cross a line. How something could cross a line. When you go to the ocean, like we go to the beach, like just that line, how something could cross a line. So somebody is basically like, okay, they don't believe something until they see it. Here we have the distant past, you know, so long ago events that have influenced and shaped the current issue or situation. Yeah, somebody was baited into something. Somebody was baited into something, and a lot of people are talking about it now. Two energies were baited into something, and a lot of people are talking about it. And something runs real deep for a lot of people. Because what's happening now, right now, we have 5 planets that are retrograde. See this number 5 right here? 5 planets are retrograde, and 3 of those planets out of the 5 are retrograde in Aries. Aries is, we're not talking about in particular Aries, but Aries is the rules first house, right? So the first impression for a lot of people are a lasting impression, right? And so, but people are starting to wake up to something like, well, wait a minute, hold on. What is happening here? What is happening? So people are not living a lie. This right here, somebody is now, like everybody can't be telling a lie about something. This is an organization. Everybody can't be telling a lie. But people are looking at something a different way. Like people are basically like, okay, something has been building up and building up and building up. So either one way or another, somebody's looking at something. Either somebody is saying, because this came out in reverse, right? Either way, something is coming out, right? If a truth needs to be exposed, however it's going to be exposed, is going to be exposed. What's interesting here with this 5 of Wands here, Wands is days, like in 5 days, right? Whatever needs to be exposed, whatever truth needs to come out, it can stand on its own. It can stand firm on its own. Whatever truth needs to come out, it can stand firm on its own. But some people, this right here, have built up so much for so long that they're not worried. This is an organization. They're not worried about anything. They're like, okay, that's not going to happen until I see pigs fly through the sky. Okay, maybe a pig will start flying through the sky. Whoever this is, right? Whatever organization this is, maybe a pig will fly. Maybe whatever this young energy is, right? Whoever this, because page energy is a messenger energy. A message about a younger person here, something connecting to a younger person here. Maybe this is going to be the pig that's going to fly. If somebody's not going to let something fly. If somebody fell for some kind of bait, somebody was baited into something. And that's from source. That's coming from God. That's why I keep tell people, raise your frequency. Raise your frequency. This could be somebody that you're connected with. This is somebody that you're connected with, right? So something about the recent past events, their impact on your situation, Because basically, this organization, whoever this organization is baiting a lot of people into stuff. Almost like, okay, the reason why this came out in reverse is because this organization is baiting people into stuff to use it as leverage. Like, okay, we're going to make it seem like everybody is lying. This one energy right here is lying because we baited them into something. So it's almost like, okay, we set you up. That's this right here. This is this. We set you up, and there's so much confusion going on behind you. It puts you in wilderness. You're so ashamed and so embarrassed, right? That anything you say can come out like a lie to people, right? But the truth is coming out about something. And people that stand on the truth, that's not going to change. That's not going to change. They can come up with all kinds of darts, lies, whatever. But that's not going to change. The truth is not going to change. You can make somebody look like they're crazy, whatever. That's not going to change. Yeah. Somebody made the wrong person cry. Somebody's child, and somebody is connected to this right here, connected to this bait and switch. Somebody's connected to this bait and switch that people are talking about. And whoever is connected to this, who have depth of emotions, there's somebody's child here, that somebody made somebody cry. They picked up on the emotion and got sucked into something, got drained into something, pulled into something. So this could be you. Or wherever Gemini is in your birth chart, it doesn't even have to be your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. It could be like whatever house in your house. Your house is first house to 12th house. But yeah, somebody got pulled into some mess that they didn't even ask to be pulled into because of some kind of organization. Whoever, I don't know what organization this is. But so your short-term future and how things might turn out if you don't change your direction and carry on the path that you're on. Yeah. Somebody's waiting to pounce. Somebody already told some kind of lie. Somebody who said they had your back already told some kind of lie behind your back, right? And somebody's just waiting to pounce, but somebody is in survival mode. So I don't know who this energy is. This just looks like a bunch of confusion. I don't know if this is somebody that you work with or somebody that you worship with. I don't know what this is. But sources saying that somebody has already said that they have somebody's back with something. And so Source needs you to put a manhole cover over the past and raise your frequency. And basically, like, let Source do what Source is doing. Like, you know, it may sound like passive or almost like you're not being strong, but this is where you really start talking to Source. Gemini rule Mercury is retrograde in Leo, right? This is where your confidence in talking to Source. This is where you say, okay, you're confident in just talking to Source, right? You can put the past behind you. You're confident in just talking to Source. Right? That's how you're going to save yourself and save other people, because something was upside down. It's like something was inverted. Like somebody came across as like they were saving someone. Like they were I don't know if this is you with a Leo behind you that said they were saving you from something, or this is a Leo that's behind somebody else that's saying they were saving someone. But something was inverted. It was almost like I got your back into a certain point. Whoever this energy is, this could be some Leo sun or moon sign. But either way, just like this upside down triangle here, something was inverted. There was a motive, in other words, behind it. And Source needs you to put the past behind you and save yourself with something. The reason why you're seeing so much water here and here, water, you're almost seeing like equal water and equal fire, right? So you got like, actually you have more water than fire here, because people are watching something. This is like modern day, like reflecting something, because people are watching. They're watching something, right? Night energy speaks to, in numerology, the number 12, right? So people are talking about this energy right here. People are talking about a Leo sun sign and a Leo moon sign, saying that they had some people's backs in a situation, right? And how some people were baited into something. So them talking about something has gone out through the airwaves. Them even talking about it has gone out into the air. But still, there is an organization that's basically like, you know, basically dismissing something. Like when pigs fly, like their eyes up in the air. You know, like a person rolls their eyes up in the air, like whatever. Like when pigs fly. I mean, like very just arrogant, like nothing's gonna happen. Something's been going on for years. Whatever. Everybody keep forgetting that their arms for real are too short to box with God. That's when people keep forgetting. So you step aside, stay focused. This is a night of, because people are still talking about somebody running away from something. This is Knight of Swords energy here. Knight's energies, again, is number 12. So 12, 1 and 2 is 3. Somebody is saying somebody is running away from something, but this is a matter of perspective, right? Nobody's running away from anything. So it's saying to you, this is you trying to stay focused, right? Something about maybe an ancestor who rode a motorcycle or something is very present. Like their spirit is very present. And when I say ancestor being very present, it's like somebody you remember. Like their memory is coming to the forefront of your mind. Something that you have in common with them, whoever rode a motorcycle, whether you ride one or not. But it could be the memory of an ancestor. They could be younger or older, somebody who transitioned, a person who died in your family, who also needed someone to save them. They got drawn in the exact same way. They got drawn in through a love interest, somebody who they thought was they probably prayed for a love interest or whatever. You see Knight of Cups here, Knight of Swords here, right? So that's 12 through talking to someone. And so air and water here, same exact, this is what you have in common. It's basically like somebody basically talking to someone and then telling a lie saying somebody's running away from something because somebody wanted to be, yeah. That's why this energy right here is sitting down with their eyes up in the air, almost like nothing is going to happen. I mean, like being very dismissive, like nothing's going to happen to us. We're this big, strong organization. Nothing's going to happen to us. We do this all the time. We bait people into stuff, whatever. Nothing's going to happen. Okay. People's ancestors are waking them up. So it's saying you can go ahead and put the past behind you. So influences on you. Yeah, the influences on you and how, you know, they affect the situation and likely outcome. Yeah, some kind of influences on you. Yeah. You're working on yourself, right? And this is to your credit. You are working on you, right? But also you just being an open book is helping more people. Like you're sending out a message, it's helping more people, it's giving people ideas. But in a very healthy way, in a very, very healthy way, right? Because that's how people are getting hooked into something. It's like through a love interest, like to find out what people's demons are. So if a person is single and they're like, okay, pull somebody in through love interest. If that's somebody's, you know, drag somebody down into, you know, by the love interest so nobody can get through to them. Like your head is so in the clouds, you're so in love with somebody, you just racing out the door, you just got to be near somebody, and then calling you a bully, that you'll win at all costs. So I don't know if this is you or, you know, a loved one, somebody in your family, a adult child, because it must be an adult child or somebody that maybe somebody in your family, you know, they could have been dating somebody. It could be two people, could have been dating somebody who got pulled them into something, and you have something in common with them, and people are basically calling saying that you're trying to win at all costs. It's almost like move your voice of reason out of the way. Move your voice of reason out of the way. Do something, bait somebody into something so they won't say anything. That is why you can put the past behind you. That's why you can pray about it and just let source handle it. Really. Let source handle it. If you're dealing with dark magicians, they like to deal like this, you know, creating illusions and confusion. So first you see something, then you don't. Magician energy. Pull a magic, you know, rabbit out of a hat. Like basically, oh, we can make this go away. We can do this, we can do that. So source is saying to you, you're not the bully, whoever you are, you know, whoever you are. If you're high vibrational, I can't say that you're not, but if you're high vibrational, source is saying, but this is what you have in common. This is what you have in common with someone. Somebody's saying you're playing mind games. So but you're not playing mind games because no human being can save another human being. You can pray for people, right? And people choose to believe what they want to believe. This is the I believe sign here. People are choosing to believe what they want to believe. You can choose to pray for people, though. You can pray for people. But yeah. Somebody was so heartbroken by something that they heard. All they could do was jump. Somebody took some kind of impulsive action to jump in between two energies and decide they're going to create a bunch of chaos and confusion and don't know a truth about anything. The source is saying to you, this is what you have in common. This is what you have in common. Somebody wanted to number 8, the situation here. So 8 of Swords connects us with Gemini, right? Somebody wanted to connect themselves to something. Somebody wanted to connect themselves to something. Like, see this right here? Connect themselves to something right here. So source is sorting something out. Prayer warrior right here. Somebody in this felt like something was their way or the highway. They took one look at you, saw a first impression. Oh, this energy, they just gonna go along with the program. You said, no, they not. No, you not. You went straight to God. Whoever you are, you said, I'm going straight to source within. That's the answers that you're seeking are from within. But something was so confusing, like, okay, wait a minute. This is a loved one coming to you, talking to you in code, right? You knew something was wrong because something, whatever they were saying to you, didn't even make any sense. That's not even how you all communicate. A loved one, they just sound like something else was going on. They literally, like they were programmed. Like they were trying to convince you of something. That's something that you don't forget. Like somebody's trying to convince you of something. You like, what? Where is this coming from? Like it came out of left field. They just saying something on repeat. Like if they don't say a particular script, something, you see blood on this card right here. Like something is going to happen to them if they don't say something on repeat over and over and over again. You're like, oh, heck no, something is going on. 16, I am perceptive. Yeah. So you have an inquisitive mind that allows you to uncover important truths. You have a special ability to read into other people's feelings. A wisdom seeker and your angels ask you to share your knowledge for the benefit of others. So many people have the same thing in common. Yep. But I'm telling you, somebody has an ancestor who you remember. They could have been a younger person who was in a relationship with somebody and they just thought, okay, oh, you want to join so-and-so? Okay, why not? Sure. Leading people into a situation and they don't have no clue what they're getting into. And then somebody turn around and lie and say, well, I didn't do that. I didn't lead them into... Okay, right. I had no idea that's what such and such... Yeah, okay. Right. Yeah. And then turn around and told people turned their backs on something. So this is 3 of Wands here. So something is coming out. A whole lot of something is coming out. Expression, expansion, community, creativity, birth, and growth. Something is coming out. Because you're having a total recall of something. This is you being perceptive. You have a total recall of something. Of a conversation that you had. You're having a total recall. And a total recall of something, like basically like when you're saying when you stepped in the middle of something, like when you talk about mirror work, this is 5 and 3 is 8. Like when a person that's like looking in the mirror, it's like to focus. Somebody is kind of going back in their mind. You're like, wait a minute, hold on, who did I tell that to? I told somebody to stay focused. How did I just possibly get in the middle of something? How the heck did me and somebody get in the middle of something? Because it's 2 people that got in the middle of something. Because they heard something that was so heartbreaking and deeply disappointing. What somebody heard was a lie. Is what somebody heard. So that's what Source is trying to tell somebody. It's like before somebody start impulsively, like, choose wisely. Number 7 right here. Inspiration, spirituality, peace, truth, meditation, and wisdom. Prayer and meditation. Meditate on stuff. Source keeps trying to tell people, go back to your mental Rolodex. Start remembering conversations that you had with people. Like, wait a minute, I need some time to think about something. Because you don't, life is lifing. You don't immediately remember conversations you had with people. And that's what Source is trying to tell somebody. It's like, start thinking about the conversation you had with people. You know, somebody is like remembering hand movements or something you're remembering, like people pointing or something. Somebody's remember. This is this right here. So somebody jumped right, 2 people jumped right in the middle of something. As soon as they heard something, just impulsively jumped in the middle of something. And somebody was asking for help. Someone was asking for help. That's what this is. Someone was asking for help. Nobody saw it. because of who told the lie. It could have been somebody's mother. It could have been somebody's husband. It could have been somebody's wife. Because whoever was telling it, somebody failed to see the energy who really needed some help. Egos got involved. That's where you see this lion involved. Because now people are basically saying, whoever this is, as far as you're concerned, like if you were the one that was asking for help, right? And now people's egos are involved, Gemini, and they're saying basically, oh, when we tried, they didn't say it, you know, they didn't, basically, it's the finger, see this right here. All the fingers are being pointed at you and someone else now. All the fingers are being pointed, instead of people saying, you know what, okay, I was in this position, right? I had this title in this position, and let me take some accountability and let me help. Let me step up to the plate and help. Let me help you. People in leadership positions. People in leadership positions. So this is what this is. But people are choosing to see who can back whom up on a lie. And you're like, you know what? Okay. You're taking a position, whoever you are, you're taking a position to just trust God for real. You're like, you know what? I'm just going to trust God. So that's what I'm seeing for you. That is what I'm seeing for you. So I don't know what this is. This could be your job that you're on, but you're very, very perceptive. But all of these fingers being pointed back at you. And you're, like I said, you don't have to be a Gemini sun sign or moon, rising or Venus. It can be somewhere else in your birth chart. So I'm talking to you wherever Gemini is in your birth chart. It could be, it's whomever that communicated that you needed help with something, okay? You could be any zodiac sign. This is a Gemini reading. You could have communicated, meaning you could have opened your mouth and asked for help from people in authority figure and could have, you know, asked for some help. But somebody who impulsively judged you for whatever reason. They could have judged you by the place where you worked. They could have judged you by how your kids look or how you love your kids. They could have said, oh, this person gives too much to their kids. Something, some way, some people thought that you were worthy of being judged. And so now they feel like you're pointing fingers at them. So instead of them saying, you know what, we are in a place of help or authority where we can help, let's help. And there are some people that's going to help you. I'm telling you this right now, because Source already placed it on people's hearts to help. That's why I'm telling you, you can put the past behind you. You can put a manhole cover over this. Source is placing it on the right people's hearts to help you. There are people who will answer that. So the right people are answering it. Whoever the right people are. So stand your ground. Yep, number 7. So we got 7, 7. 2 things already closed out for you and somebody else. Already closed out. 7, 7, 7. You're in the flow. I'm telling you, you're in the flow. This is 7, 7, 7. You're in the flow. This is spirit. And this is you and someone else. But you're in the flow. You're divinely protected, whoever you are. So again, you don't have to be, like my readings are speaking to all placements in birth charts, not just your sun sign. Not just your sun sign. So let's see. What's the outcome? Any hopes and fears? Any external environmental influences? Yeah, you could have a whole lot of energies around you that, like I said, I don't feel like you're judging any books by its cover. I feel like people are now that people are talking, you're starting to, there are some people who are now stepping in to help you. Here's the 10 of Swords here. Because these energies wanted you to just lie down and just, you know, thought you were going to meet some kind of unfortunate end behind closed doors because people were talking about you behind your back. but that's not what Source wanted for you. So you can just get your rest. You're actually going through a rebirth in a different kind of way. Going through a rebirth in a different kind of way. Listening to, like I said, psychic ability. You have psychic abilities could be overwhelming for people. Like people, like I said, you being an open book, wherever you are, wherever Gemini is in your birth chart, people could be like, oh my God. This is what you have in common. This is what you have in common with some energies. So here we have the Page of Cups here. And again, Page energy is 11, right? So this is where you're getting off the fence and you're enlightening people about a younger generation. This is Page energy, is youthful energy right here. So just like we have Page of Cups here, you're enlightening people about two energies here. Somebody was kind of like on the fence about something, but you're enlightening about two energies here. High Priestess energy here. Looks like your High Priestess energy here. Yeah. Yeah. It's like I said, it's a lot of, people are having a lot of tower moments, a lot of awakenings is happening here. But yeah, Source is saying you're putting a cover over the past. Yeah. It's judgment. Yeah, judgment is coming down. Some kind of clarity. You're breaking some kind of generational cycle, chain, and curse. Looking at your cards here. High Priestess energy is intuition. It's listening to your inner voice. Is, you know, like I said before, listening to your inner voice. And then Seven of Wands here. So, yeah. So you're praying and meditating on something. Here we have the Eight of Pentacles here. And you've mastered something, or you will be mastering something. Something about... after something closes out, this could be, somebody could be working in something, like maybe in the spiritual realm. Maybe like in 7 days, somebody could offer a job, could be coming through for somebody. That's another reason why Source needs somebody to operate in a spirit of faith, though, like really in faith. You could be doing something, working some kind of a job in faith. That's what Source is saying, choose wisely. Because you're a strong person. You're a very strong person. You wear your heart on your sleeve. Or, I mean, usually with the strength cards, like a heart necklace on some cards. But, like, you have a lot of inner strength. And you're good health. And you're brave and focused and very compassionate towards energies. So, whoever you are. All right. That's what I'm seeing for you all. That is what I'm seeing for you all. Hopefully this is helpful. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.